Good morning one and all. Today I am going to teach about log and anti-log amplifier. In log and anti-log amplifier we have several applications. That is, in order to find log h, log x, sin hx, so several functions can be found by anti-log amplifier. So in industrial applications we are using log and anti-log amplifiers. Okay, so this log amplifier can be used to compress the dynamic range of a signal. To compress a dynamic range of a signal, we are going for log amplifier. First we can see about log amplifier. This is the diagram of log amplifier. Okay, here we have a basic transistor. Okay, in log amplifier, a grounded base transistor is placed in the feedback path. Okay, a grounded based transistor is placed in the feedback path. Okay, in this feedback path we are placing a grounded based transistor. Collector is grounded, collector is virtual grounded, and base is also grounded. This transistor voltage current relationship that makes it as a diode. Okay, this diode current equation is given by IE is equal to IS, that is equal to e power q into VE divided by KT minus 1. This equation we have already known. Okay, that is basic current equation for a diode. Okay, this IE is equal to IC, that is emitter current is equal to collector current for a grounded base transistor. For a grounded base transistor, we have the emitter current is equal to the collector current. So IC equal to, so IE can be written as IC equal to IS into e power q VE divided by KT minus 1. This IS is emitter saturation current. Okay, in this equation IS is emitter saturation current, IC is collector current, and this K is the Boltzmann constant. Okay, this K is the Boltzmann constant, and this T is the temperature, indicating temperature. Okay, so here in this equation take this IS in left hand side. Okay, take this IS in left hand side, so you will get IC by IS, that is equal to e power q into VE divided by KT minus 1. Next you take this plus 1 this side left hand side, that is minus 1 in left hand side, so it will become plus 1. So e power q into VE divided by KT, that is equal to IC divided by IS plus 1. Here this IC is very greater than IB, so you can neglect this 1. Okay, so you will get IC divided by IS. Next, after this we have to take natural log on both sides. After taking natural log on both sides, you will get VE is equal to KT divided by Q ln IC divided by IS. We have to take natural log on both sides. So you will get VE is equal to KT divided by Q into ln IC divided by IS. So from this diagram we know that IC equal to VI divided by R1. Okay, IC equal to this VI divided by R1, that is I equal to V by R formula. We know that VE is equal to minus V0, output voltage VE is output voltage is equal to emitter voltage, that is VE is equal to minus V0. Next, V0 is equal to minus KT divided by Q into ln VI by V reference. Okay, from this we can write it as V0 is equal to minus KT. From this equation you can write it as V0 is equal to minus KT divided by Q ln VI divided by V reference. Okay, where V reference equal to R1 into IS. Okay, R1 into IS. Okay, here from this equation we can find that is we can come to a conclusion that output voltage is the logarithmic of input voltage. Okay, output voltage is the logarithm of input voltage. Here that equation gives the natural ln. Okay, this circuit gives the natural ln but log 10 base 10 can be found by multiplying the natural ln into the value 0.4343. Okay, by multiplying 0.4343 you can find the value of log base 10. Okay, next this emitter saturation current, that is this emitter saturation current IS varies from transistor to transistor. Okay, this emitter saturation current IS varies from transistor to transistor with temperature. This is a disadvantage of this circuit, that makes the stable V reference cannot be obtained, that makes the circuit unstable. Okay, so the stable V reference cannot be obtained. So we are going to this diagram, this circuit diagram. Okay, here we have 3 amplifier. Okay, 4 amplifier, A1, A2, A3, A4, we have 4 amplifier, and this is the log amplifier. Okay, so we go for this circuit diagram. Here we have 4 amplifier. Here diode is base kept in the feedback circuit. Here also diode is kept in the feedback circuit, and it is placed and it is connected to another 2 amplifier. Okay, here these 2 transistors, here the 2 transistors are integrated close together in same silicon wafer. Okay, these 2 transistors are integrated close together in the same silicon wafer. Here we can assume that IS1 is equal to IS2 is equal to IS. Okay, IS1 equal to IS2 equal to IS, and V1 is equal to minus KT divided by Q into ln into Vi divided by R1 into Is. Similarly, V2 is equal to minus KT divided by Q into ln into V reference by R1 into Is. So that V2 and V1, so we are going to find the output voltage V0 is equal to V2 minus V1. So V2 is equal to KT by Q ln Vi divided by R1 into Is minus ln V reference divided by R1 into Is. So when you are subtracting this, this is the log function. So this R1 and Is will get cancelled. So you will get KT divided by Q into ln Vi divided by V reference. Okay, thus the reference voltage level is now set with a single external voltage. Okay, now the reference voltage is thus set with a single external voltage source. Here this is compensated by a amplifier, that is A4 amplifier, that is the last amplifier is compensated, that is the compensation is provided by this A4 amplifier, operational amplifier, which provides a non-inverting gain of 1 plus R2 divided by RTC. So the output voltage V compensation is equal to 1 plus R2 divided by RT into C into KT divided by Q ln Vi divided by V reference. Here this RTC is the temperature sensitive resistance with a positive temperature of coefficient, that is the sensor. Okay, this RTC is the temperature sensitive resistance with a positive temperature of coefficient. Okay, that's all. Thank you.